So how are you doing, my dear friends? I hope you are doing well. Today I'll be talking on an important subject that sometime I'm listening to those religious preachers, and they preach you because of their propaganda a kind of passive life, that the life it must be very passive, and they will be discouraging it a lot of like accomplishments in your life, and they will degrade ordinary things in life. For example, they will say that these designations that we have in politics and economics and cultural aspects and art and literature, all these things are like nonsense, and we must struggle for the life after death. So my own concept is that if we are not successful in this life, we may not be successful in the life, the other stage of life, which is transformation. After this world, we go to another world, which is at higher level. So we may not be successful there too. So I am like warning against those people who are preaching that you must be inactive, and this world, this is worthless, and we don't need to do struggle in this world, and we should prepare for the life which will be coming after death. This is a message of failure, because if a person, in spite of availability of so many resources here in this world, cannot perform their duty in an excellent way, so how that person can expect some results, or that person can expect some better consequences? So people, they will be telling you, and they will be preaching, they will be telling you, they will be like doing their propaganda, that look, this politician, this prime minister, this minister, this economist, this business person, this millionaire, they are nothing, they have done nothing, they are like useless people, they are futile. So this is very easy to sit on a chair or in a pulpit and to talk against those people. But the real struggle when you do in life and you reach some position, some designation, and you have some power and authority, or you have some money, that is not easy. This is very easy to talk. Easier said than done. This is a very famous proverb, that easier said than done. And action speaks speaks louder than words. There is a huge difference. Yesterday I told you that the wisdom is, the philosophy is to convert your real ideal self into real self. Ideal self, what you want, that is your idea. And when you convert this idea into action, into accomplishment, into achievement, so that is the result, the real progress. You might have read Milton, Paradise Lost, his famous book. So there he declares devil or Satan, Lucifer, to be the hero, and people asked it, why not angels? So he said that devil was the person who stood, the other they bow while he stands. So the people who are in action, maybe they are for evil, but that action sometimes they are better performance. Although I don't recommend terrorism or violence, but the people who are doing something, some action, they are still doing something, while the people who are preaching you in action, that don't do anything, just cry and weep and prepare yourself and this and that. So these people are poisoning you slowly. Okay, this is very like sweet kind of poison. They'll be telling you that this world is nothing. They will be discouraging you. They will be telling you horrible stories. They will. When I was in Civil Services Academy, and one of the famous preacher, this Tariq Jamil, when he came to the Civil Services Academy, so many people, they started crying. And they said, no, I don't want to be a bureaucrat. I don't want to be a public administrator. I don't want to be an officer. I just want to go in isolation. And then I'll be, preparing myself for the death and after the life after death. what the hell, this life is temporary and this life is transient and this is transitional, this is just a temporary stage, and our life, that one is more important. So then we have to convince them, no, you must go, you must struggle, because this struggle is very much important. So they will be like telling you horrible stories, and they will be motivating you that you should do nothing because this world is worthless. So today my message is that those people who can perform in this world, they will have eternal peace and they will have eternal happiness, and they will be like in such echelons of success and happiness if they do something great in this world. Because as repeatedly I say, success is you learn, you do, you accomplish, you become famous, and then you leave some good legacy. Then the coming generations, they remember you for something good. But if you are discouraging participation in this world, in these worldly activities, so that is really something like, for me, it is beyond my comprehension, that how people will be discouraging you that you should not go after money, you should not go after success, you should not go after politics, after economics, after culture, after other important aspects of life. We must be vibrant, we must be active, dynamic, energetic, we must have a lot of energy, we must participate in each and every activity. That is called self-actualization, that we do the potential that we have to understand ourselves, that what is my potential, what is my energy for, what thing I am made for. And once you discover yourself that I'm very good in this aspect of life, then you must go to that, to culmination, to pinnacle, to climax, to zenith. You must go to the top, and from the top you start and then you come down. That is the message, because if you start from the bottom and you go up and up, so that is ascension, that is ascending. Why not you descend? Why not you start from the top? And this is my theory, that although Abraham Maslow said that if you are very good in your basic needs, if you have like money, if you have food, if you have shelter, then you go up and you reach to the pinnacle, to the pyramid, to the top of the pyramid, which is self-actualization. And before he died, he gave another theory, and that was self-transcendence, that go beyond all these, and that is spirituality, that then you go to the world of spirituality. Now the spirituality which I like preach, or I often talk, that spirituality is different. That spirituality is to taking hold of your mind, of your soul, and then you become a good person, you become an active person, because what else you can't, you may not control, but your thoughts and your like the thought process that you have in your mind, that you can control, that is under your control, that is under your management. So if you let enter some good thoughts in your mind, so automatically then your actions, because behavior, that is the manifestation of your mind. Mind is the function of brain, while behavior is what we manifest, what we do, or what we like express. So our thoughts and action, that is our behavior, that is our attitude. And aptitude is something different, because aptitude, that is more genetic, that is like coming to from your genes and from your genotype, while while attitude is you do the way you express yourself, your personality, and your participation in the world, that is your behavior, or that is your attitude, that is your character. Those are like your habits. So when you present yourself to the world, that becomes your behavior. Now how you behave, you behave according to the quality of the thoughts that you have. What is pushing you? What is your ideology? What is the collection of ideas that you have in your mind? So those things are very much important. So today this short message is that don't go for those so-called preachers who are telling you, discouraging you, that this world is worthless, that this world has no value, that this world has no importance. This world is really important, and this is the real test of your capabilities, of your potential, of your the power, the prowess, the intelligence that you have. that is the real test. Go become an important person. If they discourage you, why you want to become a doctor? I would become a doctor, but I didn't become a doctor because why should I become a doctor? Why should not I should not prepare for my eternal life? Why this war? This is why, you know, this fatalism and predeterminism, philosophically, these are one of the raison d'etre, one of the reason that why some religious people, they are backward, because they don't focus on realization of yourself. They don't go for discovery of their self, that I'm not just a box, an empty box, and I will do things like a robot, and I will be doing things like a machine and what I have been ordered. No, you have your free will. Some things are predetermined. For example, this mountain is a predetermined object. You cannot move the mountain, but you can move your car, you can move your aeroplane, and maybe at some time technology come and you can move the whole mountain too. So, you know, this is the human being is now, because of technology, because of science, and because of philosophy, the human being is getting so much power that now they are moving mountains and skies. You might have read the different civilization types. We are still, in spite of our this whole development, we are in civilization type 0. And type 1 civilization will be when we will get hold of the solar energy, we will get hold of the sun, when sun will be our slave, and we will get everything from sun. And then we will go for galaxy, and then we will go for the constellation, and then we will go for the universe, and then we will go for multi-universes, and then a time will come that you can create your own universe. You know, these are civilization types, type 6. So far there are type 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please Google civilization types. And these civilizations are not those civilizations, for example, culture and civilization. But this is getting hold of energy, resources of the universe, that how much resources you can get hold. So be ambitious in a positive sense, be dynamic, energetic. Don't listen to those preachers. They are poisoning you slowly and slowly. Apparently they appear very peaceful people, very pious people, and very but they are what I will use the word, they are destroying you from inside. From inside they are making you so inactive, so passive. So that is really a big danger. And I am warning you against such people. Don't listen to them. If they ask you that this world is worthless, this world is your real test. Now you are born, you are not dead, you are not dead wood. Now you are here, you must perform your part. Before you die, you must do something great for the coming generations. Don't think that I will die before the death. If you die before the death, so that is, you are then a dead wood, you are then a stone, you are then a rock. Even rock and stone might have got some importance. So you as a human being, with your mind and your intellect and your intelligence and your body and your soul and your mind, why you won't perform your action? So my message today is, play your role. Don't go for those preachers, so-called preachers. They are propagandists, they are against life. Don't buy their propaganda. Don't purchase those products of inactivity and passive life. Thank you.